Hi, this is Greg Jimeno, estate planning and elder law attorney in Maryland with Chesapeake Wills and Trust. And I had a client come in recently, and we had a long discussion about tax basis, step up in tax basis, and how to kind of prevent the kids from paying more taxes after the parent died. I thought it was so important, I brought out my whiteboard to discuss it in this video here. So let's talk about what exactly is tax basis and why it's so important in your estate plan. So if we take a look here, let's say that somebody buys a piece of property. They buy their house for $100,000. That becomes the tax basis. So the tax basis could also include the purchase price plus any improvements that you make to the property over the course of your ownership. But let's just say somebody has a $100,000 tax basis, and they've had that property for 40 years. And 40 years later, that property has skyrocketed to $1 million in value. If mom went to sell the house during her lifetime, that she bought it for $100,000, sold it for $1 million, there is what we call a $900,000 capital gain, which, with a $900,000 capital gain, could be subject to capital gains tax. And of course, for all of the tax people out there, there are exemptions for $250,000 to $500,000 of the first portion of the sale if it's your primary residence. But we still have this $900,000 capital gain that is likely to have some kind of tax associated with it. So if we want to give the property to the kids, which is what my client wanted to do, is to give her house to her kids during her lifetime, the kids would actually acquire the house at the $100,000 tax basis that mom acquired it for. So when you gift it, you acquire the tax basis of the person who gives it to you during their lifetime. So if the kids, after mom's death, decide to sell the house, and the house is worth the $1 million, the kids are going to have to deal with a $900,000 capital gain, which is likely to be taxed because most times the kids aren't living in the property to get the exemptions. So how do we avoid that? Well, we see here we have these steps here. These are what's called our step up in tax basis. So if the kids acquire the property not during mom's lifetime, but after mom's death, and the property is worth $1 million, the kids get this step up in tax basis, not from what mom paid it for, but from the date of death value at the $1 million. So if the kids acquire the property after mom's death for the $1 million, they sell it shortly thereafter for $1 million, how much is the capital gain? Well, it's zero. What is tax on $0? Well, it's $0. So it's important in all of our estate plans that we really consider not just giving stuff to people, but that tax basis. And the step up in tax basis can apply to property, can apply to certain investments or other things. Thank you very much for watching our video. Hopefully this has explained tax basis and why it's so important in your estate plan. For more informational videos, please check out our website, on our Facebook page and our YouTube page for more information about this and other estate planning and elder law topics in Maryland.